Hey guys, I'm Ash and welcome to day 2 of the Solo Travel Bootcamp. So I hope you learned some really great tips yesterday when we covered 5 things to consider before you go traveling. And today I'm really looking forward to covering some important safety tips that can really help you stay safe when traveling on your own. I've actually written a complete article about it, which I've listed below. So I'm not going to go through all of the different tips in this video because we'll be here forever. But yeah, definitely go through that article, have a read through it. If there's anything that I haven't covered within the article, please reply this email and let me know. I'm always happy to answer your questions. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can do in order to improve your safety when traveling overseas. And it is really important that you do treat your safety as a #1 priority, especially when traveling solo and especially if a female, unfortunately, ladies. So yeah, check that one out. But what I will say is that one of the most common questions I get asked about solo travel is solo travel safe? Now, if only I had asked for $1 every time I get asked this question, I'd be a millionaire. But realistically, that's not the case. There's so many elements that come into play here to answer this question. But realistically, the way in which I approach it is thinking in my head compared to what? Realistically, you can die from so many things these days. Like there's risks of, dying in a car accident, which is incredibly high. You could just be driving to work one day and just you're gone. You could also, you've got your medical illnesses, you've got cancer now, it's pretty prevalent, as well as obesity. Also, there's so many other risks out there that can cause us to die, unfortunately. One thing though I do want to reassure you is that, so as you may know, I must say I don't watch a lot of news. I try and stay away from the media because honestly, a lot of it is so focused on promoting fear. It's insane. But sometimes people have a lot of fear about traveling overseas, particularly towards certain countries like the Middle East, Africa, Russia, so many different places. There is a lot of fear around safety. I remember before I was going traveling, so the way in which my trip worked was that I went straight from Australia to South Africa and then worked my way up from South Africa to East Africa to North Africa. And then I went from there through the Middle East and then into Europe. I remember when I told my family that I was going to Africa and the Middle East, I think my mum and some of my family had like legit heart attacks, like they were like, oh my God, what? Like, it's not safe. Like, you're not going there, and then obviously it didn't work in my favor, but there was a bombing in Egypt probably about a month before I was meant to be landing there. So obviously there was a lot of heightened emotion around, oh my God, you're going to get abducted and killed. And it was pretty scary. Like, I think that's the thing, is that a lot of your family and friends that, they will tell you that, terrorist attacks are everywhere, or they knew of someone who knew someone else who had this happen to them when they traveled. And what I find interesting is that so many people become experts suddenly who have never traveled in their life before. So that's why I feel it's important, obviously, listen to them, taking what they have to say, but do your own research. Look at the Smart Traveller website, check out government recommendations, research countries, look at resources that talk about, what countries are safe for solo travelers, what isn't, and just do your best to be as prepared as you can before you go overseas. Never ever decide not to travel somewhere just because someone's told you not to. Always make sure that the decision is yours, and you're choosing what you want to do. There are so many things that are unsafe in the world. If you tried to hide yourself away from all of them, we wouldn't do anything. So I feel like there are definitely some really unsafe pockets overseas that you want to avoid at all costs. And then there are places which are generally safe for travelers, especially for solo and female travelers as well. It's just important to do your research. So yeah, guys, check out the article below. I do run through a lot of different tips. Obviously, I didn't want to cover through them all on this video, otherwise we'll be here forever. But check it out. If there's anything in particular that you'd love to know when it comes to safety, and I haven't covered it in the article, please reach out to me, shoot me an email, ask your questions. I'm always here to help. So yeah, I hope this has helped in some way, and that you get some really great insight from the article below. I will see you tomorrow for day 3, where I'm going to give you some tips on meeting new people and how to make friends when traveling solo. So I will see you in that video. Bye guys.